Hello, it's me, Susa, and there is a kiln ready to unload, and I'm happy that you are here with me. But I feel a little bit sorry for myself because you can see uh, the the day is almost over, and the light in here is not that good anymore. But I didn't make it in time home from my gym. This is how it is. But I cannot wait till tomorrow to open this. So I will do it as usual. I will unload this kiln. I will put the camera within so you can see a little, and then I take all the stuff and go to the studio, and then I can show you all the pieces and the glazes I used. So stay with me and have a look. So here I am in the studio, and yeah, it's a better spot to show you all the pieces in detail. Yeah, probably you saw one or the other, just a tiny bit, but now I can show you the pieces even better I took out of the kiln because of the light. It's definitely better here, but I couldn't wait to take out all the pieces. The first shelf wasn't enough just to have a look. No, it's like on Christmas. I think someone else had this comparison about it's totally like Christmas. It doesn't matter how old we are, but unloading the kiln is so special. You have so much expectations, so high expectations about what's in there, and then sometimes, yeah, you don't get what you want, but sometimes it's a big surprise. So yeah, you can compare it with the Christmas mornings, although we have Christmas evening, the 24th in Germany. That's a little bit different to the rest of the bird. So before I start showing you the pieces, I have something to say about Monique, because yesterday night before I went to bed, I watched two other videos, kiln unloading videos, and then there was a video from Monique. Her channel is Nukau Ceramic Bonaire. I will definitely give you the link for the channel. I think every one of you already subscribed to her because she has so many subscribers. And every one of us was like wondering why she didn't upload things for a while. And we were So I can tell I was like really happy she reached out and tell us about her current situation, and that she is struggling and has a hard time now. Her husband is a little better, but yeah, his heart condition after the surgery and after this special dengue fever is like, you know, I believe because he is earning the money for the family, that the financial situation right there with Monique on this island is quite hard. There aren't jobs like here in big cities, or, you know, and so she just reached out to us to explain why she wasn't online for such a long time. There are like, you know, sometimes when life hits you hard, then this is not possible to sit here and show pieces in the camera. Even with her, it's even harder because she doesn't have any clay left to create. And this is what we should change. Because, you know, we also sometimes struggle, and we have these financial situations which are sometimes good, sometimes better, you know. But when there is a friend of us, a friend from all of us, is in need, and she is, that I can tell, or I almost cry. We can support her with just little things, you know. And she has like a page on this buy me a coffee, or it's like Ko-fi, Ko/fi, and there you can support her with like a tiny little tip, or with a like abo. And even if you cannot afford like $1 or $2 or $3, then just write her something in her comments to say that you are there. And that, oh fuck, I have to stop that, that she's not alone. Okay, so Monique, we are there, and yeah, we try to support you, that you can order some clay, because I learned so much from you and your videos, and I like that you still have a smile on your face even in those times. So then there is another shout out to a really good person. This is Linda from Lindy Lou, and I was in a bus stop some days ago and watched a video of her, and she made shout outs to so many people, and I was one of them. Oh fuck, what's wrong? I'm just still touched by this community. Every day I am, and I'm so glad that I'm part of it. And thank you, Linda, for the shout out. And before I went to bed yesterday, I told you that I watched 2 kiln unload videos, because it's, for me, a good way to calm down and to get connected. And then there was Susie, and I'm already linked her channel last time under the last video. And Susie uploaded her second video yesterday, and she's showing pieces of her students and also her pieces. And at the end of the video, she talked about struggling, that she almost gave up the YouTube thing because the microphone didn't record, and she has no clue if she reaches other people And then she was reading comments, and it pushes her, and it made her keep on going. And this is how it is, and I want you to also support her and to just subscribe her channel, to let her grow, and that she can see that it's not for, that it's for something, you know, that it has a meaning to the people who watch her videos. She is such a good person, and I met her in my school community. The link for the school community is also in the description. This is where we meet, and this is where we talk about our pieces and glaze combinations and wins and fails and tips and tricks, and also off topics about like struggling or like traveling or like kids, or I don't know. It's on you. You can be active in this community, and the good thing is that it's so organized that you find things. And when we talk about YouTube, there is one like topic, a YouTube topic, and then we can, she wrote that she uploaded her second video, and then we said, yeah, we will watch it, and then we can also support her on school with it to grow. Okay, and then I definitely have to, oh fuck, I forgot her name. I have to write it down next time. Is it Barbara? Is it Barbara? I have no clue. But there's a girl. She is one of the 4 UK potters. It's Jeanette and Lucy and Barbara, I think. Oh my god. I'm bad. I'm not good with names. So she wanna reach a special, like, I think she is under 100. I don't know. Is she under 500 and she wants to reach 500 subscribers? I don't know. I forgot about it. Just give her a thumb up. Subscribe her channel. I will, even if I don't know the real name, I will definitely give also the link in the description. So I'm done. And now I stop crying and start showing. This is what I am doing now. And we start with, I would call it a fail, but it's, you know, I put it in the right order where how I wrote the glazes down, so that's why I have to start with the fail. This is a tiny little bowl, although I made it on the wheel, so doing things on the wheel, it's still a win, because, you know, still try to get better in it. This is a bowl I glazed with so many different glazes inside, and it came out so bad. I thought because of this, of so many different like tones, that it will have like a big mix out of different colors showing up, but it's not. It's like a green brown mass, and it's Laguna Obsidian Ice, Laguna Stormy Blue Gray, and Laguna Ruby Dust. Okay, so there's no ruby, there is no blue, no. And outside I also put the ruby dust from Laguna, and to create some running I added a little bit of Cyrus Flow from Amaco at the rim outside. So you see the running works, but I didn't like it, and it ran way too fast and way too low. So I'm happy that I had new kiln wash on my shelves, that it was easy to take it off. Yeah, first thing, I have no clue what to do with it. I will grind it off, refire it, try to add something which has like an intense color probably. So next bowl, also made on the wheel and already a little bit bigger. So yeah, but I almost ruined it with the glazes I chose. This inside is river birch, and I love river birch. And normally when I use it with seaweed, it turns out just great. But this time I added, instead of seaweed, Laguna Antique Turquoise. And I put it 2 times inside over the river birch, and then also on its own at the outside. Don't like it. Don't like it. The glazes, I can tell they didn't connect, and the antique turquoise just ran into the middle and made this little like a lake in the middle. Yeah, I'm not sure if I should refire it, reglaze it, because it's not that bad, but yeah, a layer of seaweed will probably make it better. Next one is a mug, and I also tried a new glaze. I bought its Laguna Emeraude. I have no clue how to spell it, to pronounce it. Emeraude, and I used it inside. It's a green, quite pretty. And then I didn't want it to have it just green, so I used antique blue from Laguna on this lower area outside, but it's just boring. It's really boring. You can see the love a little, although I added some underglaze before. You cannot really see it anymore. Yeah, it's boring, but anyways, it's a nice size. It's a hand-built mug, has a nice texture. Just okay. The next mug is a winner. This kind of mug I did a lot of time before. I used the same texture and the same style, but I changed the glazing. So this mug is outside Coyote Hydra scale, and then here is Mako leather, and this time my brush was a little wet, and that's why the leather wasn't thick. It was like a little bit watery, so thinner than normal, and I like it even better. It looks really like a leather Schnalle, we say Schnalle. And inside there is turquoise from Amaco. Not happy with that, but it's fine. I wouldn't change it. You know, next time I would choose something different, because it looks like a celadon. Probably it is, I have no idea. I just grabbed the glazes and then I just started. I don't check my old results. I always like yeah, but this is a winner. This is definitely a winner. I like it. And now there is another winner. It's so fun to see this cup. This is my fried egg cup, and it's Mako black mud outside, and inside it's obsidian. So I like that it's just black, but inside it's really shiny, the obsidian from Amaco, and outside the matte effect. I like it a lot. And the fried egg I brushed with stroking coats from Mako, and it's cottontail, the white is cottontail, and the yellow is sun-kissed, but it was too yellow for me, too light, so I added a little bit of the hot tamale so that it is a little bit more like the real egg yolk color. The only thing I didn't like that it was running a little, so that the egg yolk is not really round. It's more like, oh wait, yeah. But it's definitely a winner. I like it. It's no pinholing. It's so like, I glazed it. I was so like accurate with these paintings. I'm normally not, but this time I made it. Next one is, I would tell it a fail because I had something different in my mind. Kim and Todd from Unset Pottery, they started with this combination which I wanted to try out. They glazed Mako birch, and they added cordovan on top of the Mako birch, and then they made spots with honey flux to make those different variations of every color you can imagine. And their mugs, they show they are all unique because of the flux they put everywhere, and every piece looks just awesome. So I tried this variation inside of this mug, but it's not the result I wanted to have. It's not the bluish, yellow, pink, brown, golden, whatever white combination they show. It's nice, you know, it's nice, but not that stunning. And outside, it's just a fail. Outside I used aquamarine from Amako. It's a new glaze to me, and it looked so pretty. It looked so pretty on the, how you say it, on the box. You see, it looked really pretty, and I thought that the texture will come out nice with it, but here it looks like holy green. You got me? You understand what I mean? No. This texture deserves something better, but I will check it out again or have a look at it when I grind these things off, and then I get another feeling for the mug, and you know, maybe I will leave it like that. I have no clue how to change that. The next thing is another mug. It's Fire and Ice from Amako. Is also new to me, and how it turned out I really like. It's on a dark marbled clay, and this is just fine. And inside is Cyrus Flow and Sapphire Float from Amako. So this is all Amako. This is okay. This is okay. And the next thing is just in the next mug is an experiment. When Kim and Todd pull out their mugs where they used ancient copper, it looks like heaven to me. It's something I really want to have on each of my mug. This red, metallic, shiny, you know, outcome surface I want to have. And it's like, because it's different on different sides, and it looks almost like a soda firing, you know, when you take out these ancient copper. Why mine is always just brown? Although I layered more layers than I normally do, and here you can already see some variations in it, tiny variations. I'm not completely what is the word? Disappointed. It's just fine. And the combination I choose is spectrum green stone inside, and the combination is really pretty. And then, because I had a really thin button after throwing, I saw already that it's probably cracking, so I added a little dot in there and I stamped some letters in it. It says "Dare to Rise," and you can read it when it's like when you concentrate and when you know what's stamped in there, but it looks weird. It looks like a brownie drop in there, like a burnt caramel thing. But the combination of ancient copper and this green stone, I will definitely do again. So yeah, it's a wheel thrown mug. Something wheel thrown again is this. I had probably this big piece of black clay on my wheel, and I showed you last time this amazing black bowl with the Glaze copper glaze, and this is my favorite, and I use it almost every day with pasta or salad. And but you know, after that bowl, I was so self-confident, and then I was with another piece of clay at the wheel and I threw it, and then I was just too fast and too confident and too like, you know, I didn't have this respect. I lost the respect for the wheel, for the clay. I was so kind of, you know, I can tell arrogant, it's wrong, but you know. And then the piece of clay got smaller and smaller because it collapsed, and then I had to cut it off, and this is what's left. So I didn't want to give it up. This is the last little piece of clay, and this came out. And I wanted to compare two petrol turquoise colors with each other to see if the differences are huge, and but they're not. Inside is Teal Drift from Emako, and outside is Mako Tropical Teal. I like both, and they are similar. And they look both really good on this black clay. I hope it's sharp. I don't wear my glasses. And then there was a third piece in this black clay arrangement thing, where I had the big bowl, the nice perfect bowl, then the small thing, like a shot glass. And then I had this. This was also a tiny bowl, but it came out of the kiln with a crack. But this glaze is stunning. It's coyote frosted topaz, and on black clay, oh, it's so antique, rustic, nice. I love it, and I expected that it cracks because it was really thin and it showed a little crack already. But yeah, this is kind of a glaze experiment. So I although it's not usable, I will say it's a winner because I tried this glaze on black clay, and I will definitely put a big mark on it that I will do it again on a mark or something. Then there is another winner, although it started with like the same on the wheel when you throw it high and then you are too fast and then it collapses and then you have to cut it off and then there's just a little piece of clay left and then it's like wobbling and but I made a heart out of it. So you have like a little tiny bowl or drinking dish, I don't know how you call it, and it's still usable. I can put my when I take my pills in the morning, how you call it, the nutrition. Oh fuck, I'm hard with words today. Yeah, but in Germany I can tell it's Nahrungsergänzungsmittel, so like pills you swallow to get your vitamins and minerals. So you can put those pills in here. It's nice. So I used inside moss mist from Amaco. Pretty, shiny, soft, no pinholes. And outside there is Coyote Red Gold. A really good combination. Like it. Next time, next piece, I tried again. Frozen pond, and I failed again. It's not the frozen pond result you normally get, and I have no clue what I do wrong. Maybe my running hot chowder stems are too thick. Just please write in the comments and help me out how many layers of the running hot chowder I have to add. Sometimes I do 3 or 4 just to make it work, but probably it is too much. Or maybe it's just the 2 glazes I layer are not working with each other. So this is Bougainvillea from Spectrum, then the running hot chowder dots on top, and then there is iron luster. Who did that? Was it Sarah from Three Little Potters who used Bougainvillea and iron luster? Damn it. I don't know. The combination with the pink and the blue turquoise looking middle, it's pretty, but not what I expected, but I like it. It's on white clay, or yeah, dark white. Another tiny plate. I have gunmetal green and soft green in stripes over it to have these variations of green and matte and shiny sides, and I like it a lot. I don't want to have like an even looking surface. I want something happens on the plate just to, when you don't have texture, the glaze should make weird things so that you have a look and see always something new. So that's a winner. Then I have a vase I made at the wheel a long time ago. I think I made it last year in December because yeah, I did red clay stuff in December, and this vase I didn't want it to glaze because I have no idea how to use it or for what. And I I wanted to try something I wouldn't try on a mug. This is light magma from Meko. Then there is alabaster here and inside, and on top, and a little line of alabaster also under the magma. And then there is sea salt, one layer of sea salt over it, where you have these crystals in it who made this color. But I thought that the magma stays in this color, the alabaster color, but it turned a little bit like brown or orange. So then next time it's probably better for this combination to use, instead of the sea salt, you better use Himalayan salt, because then the color of the magma and the colors of the crystals would look or would fit better together. What do you think? It's worth a try. But I like it, and I will see my mom later today. In the evening, I will visit her, and I will make some flowers in it. And I will give this vase to her, because today is a good day for her. She has like hard times behind her, because she took care of her sister, who needs really help every day with like the food and the care, when she washed her, she put clothes on for her, she helped her with going to the toilet, and with buying her food, making her food, bringing her to the doctor, all the things you support your family member with when they get old, and then when they cannot do it on their own anymore. And but today, during the last weeks, this was really intense for my mom, and she didn't have any time for herself left, because it was getting worse day by day. So they decided that she needs professional help, professional support, because my mom cannot give up her own life for her sister, because she's also in an age where you really have to take care about your health and your mental and also physical health, and to clean up the mess every day, and there's no end. That takes so much energy, and I can see it in her face, I can see it in her eyes, that she is out of energy. So my auntie's daughter and my mom and other friends decided to bring her in kind of a hospital, that she have support there for some weeks, to get the power back. She maybe needs to help herself a little bit more. And then my mom has some weeks of just breathe, and she can visit her, but she doesn't have to take care of everything. And my mom also has her own surgery coming up in 2 weeks, and so she can focus on this. She can focus on herself and on her health, and that's important, I think. So tonight we want to have a glass of wine together, and I bring her flowers in this little tiny vase. So yeah. Why I always make it so long. Now I can make it short. There are two things almost similar. This is a cup I threw at the wheel long time ago, almost like the vase beginning of the year or end of last year, and I didn't like it because the clay was really rough and I didn't want to glaze it because I already knew even if I glaze it, it stays like rough, and it came out like I thought. I used soft red, soft white, and Shoutout from Spectrum layered, and it was a it just ran. I like the color combination on this clay, but you see that it just ran like crazy, and I will throw it away. Sorry, I don't want to grind it. Because I know that I won't use it, and it's really like not nice because the rim is like, I don't know how to save this. Maybe you have an idea. I don't throw it away today. When you comment and you tell me that I can also grind this and reglaze it, and then I can have a smooth rim, that would be perfect. But with this rim, it's not fun to drink out of it. But it's a good thing to see the two glazes layered, that they have a nice result. I used soft red again with this tiny little bowl, and I added Mako Jungle Gems Pink Pixie on it, and it's so pretty. Shout out to Nat. Pink is on my list, pink is in my shelf, and pink is in my kiln. So yeah, but it also ran. And I'm really glad that I have new kiln wash on my shelves. I told you already that they didn't stick to it so hard that it was just easy to take it off. Next thing is like a fail. I have this mug, and I have outside, this is June bug from Emako, and I wanted to have a dark green because of the club I told you before, and then inside there is this red gloss from Mako, and the combination green and red, this is what I wanted. But two things I don't like: that it ran so hard over the letters I wrote in. This is not so nice, and I also have to grind it off. Probably I also will grind this off and refire it. And I don't like when Junebug touches other glazes. It always, or most of the time, turns blue. And blue and red and green, oh my god, that's not what I want. I want green and red. How can I get rid of this blue? How can I fix that? Have you probably a tip and idea for me? A solution for this? It's not bad, but it's not something I can recommend to use Junebug with other glazes. This is a tiny little thing I threw at the wheel, and then when I make it soft before bisque firing, with the sponge, I wanted to make it like soft. I just broke a piece out of it, and I said, okay, I bisque it anywhere. So, and then when it was bisque, I said, okay, I glaze it just to have something to glaze. This is Amaco's Sapphire Float inside, and I love it. I really like the color. And outside, I probably did too much of the glaze. It's Laguna Blue Snowflakes. It runs a lot. Okay, but the Sapphire Float is just pretty. Another frozen pond plate. I combined Coyote Magenta Sky. Shout out to Sarah from Three Little Potters. Magenta Sky, I use so much because of you. And outside, it's so pretty. It ran a little bit on this side, but this is easy to grind off. And then I wanted to use Magenta Sky with the frozen pond technique, and here, same result. I have like feathers, not the nice dots, which they, yeah, you know, normally there are these nice dots. But this is Magenta Sky, and then the Running Hot Chowder, and then Spectrum Cerulean. Cerulean? 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 I don't know. At the end of this video, you will see again this slideshow where I put pictures and the names of the glazes I used, so you can screenshot it easy, and they're like stable, not like moving around all the time. So you can just, like, when you like something, you can just screenshot it. And then there is a bowl coming up, which you definitely like, because I do. This is the first time I used Mako Milk Glass. It's a new glaze from Mako. Probably not that new for you, but for me it is, because I used it the first time and it came out on this red clay. So pretty. And when I show you the red clay, this is also a bowl I threw last December. So it's almost a year already bisque waiting here for me to glaze it. But, you know, I didn't like it, and yeah. So I glazed almost everything what I have left in the shelf. I think that when I saw a video this week from Julia, and Ceramics by Julia, she had so many bisqueware in her shelf. So she has so much to glaze. And yeah, I have some plates left and like things my son did also weeks, years, months ago. Yeah, I have to bisque fire to have more to glaze. But there are pieces I didn't like, so I wanted to get rid of them, and now I take them with all the glaze fires, and I, you know, that I get rid of the old stuff. So yeah, this is a milk glass, and at the rim of this nice red looking clay body, I put speckled plum. First time I used speckled plum, I ordered it. And this order I made, this big order of new glazes, I made because of Lucy from West 2. I think West 2. And she was with the other girls, she was at this, was it an exhibition? No, it was like an open day somewhere. And she bought clay, and she bought glazes, and she bought tools, and she showed it in her camera, everything what she bought. And I was like looking at her, and then I opened the laptop and I just had to buy also some glazes she was showing. So yeah, it's Lucy's fault. But you know, we come back to Monique without crying now. I want to give Monique the same options, that she is able, not thinking about money, and order clay and probably four new glazes she wants to have to show us what she's doing with it. So just a friendly reminder, buy a coffee for Monique. And yeah, at the rim I added Ancient Jasper from Emma Co, because I like that when the milk glass and has like a connection with the speckled plum. This is a pretty, really pretty bowl. And then I was finished with my glazing. And while I'm glazing, I have my iPad here and I watch people glaze or unload things, you know. And then there was Kalin. I hope I pronounce it right. Kalin from May Blossom Design. And she took out a piece, it was a drinking dish, I think, where she combined Morning Glory with amaryllis. And I said, this is so pretty. I need to make this combination right away before I start the kiln to fire. So I grabbed a thing I had in a shelf from my son, because he's not here, he's traveling the world. I just grabbed something he didn't probably like anyways. So I grabbed it and I used this combination, Morning Glory and amaryllis. And it's stunning. Look at that. It's so pretty. And my son threw it at the wheel. I really like it. It's like a little water thing for a tiny dog or a cat, you know. So cute. Thank you, Carlin, for this inspiration. You said it, I saw it, and I made it. And it doesn't disappoint me. So it's really, really pretty. And you know that I keep the highlights of the kiln always till the end. So it's a trick that you keep on watching till the end. I have 2 more zipping cups, mugs, to-go cups with the design I made last time. I show you each piece separately. I used different engobe, but this time I used it on already bisque pieces, and then I added on top of the engobe, I added transfers. I have so many transfers, and then I cut some, or I just take some transfers and then I add it to it. And this is my favorite. This little raccoon, so pretty. And there's a chicken. And then here's a little heart stamped in and you can feel it. Yeah, so this is engobe on bisqueware, added with transfer, and then on top a layer of zinc-free clear glaze from Mako. And inside I just made opal white from Bots because I want to get rid of it, and but it crawled. I think because I poured it in, you cannot really brush it in those cups. I poured it in and I think it was too thick, and that's why it crawled. You can see it there. So let me know how you would handle that with the crawling. I don't mind. When I do the test with the water and overnight and it stays in and it stays dry, I would use it, even if there is the bare clay and some tiny spots in it. I don't sell my things. I just give it away to friends and family. Would you use it? Would you give it away as a present? Or would you try to reglaze it, although it can affect this, you know, and I like it a lot and I don't want to ruin it. So let me know how you would handle that. Yeah, that's it. And I really have to stop because I recorded the unload and this is almost an hour already. Sorry for always talking too much and being with you and steal your time. But I think you decide if you want to spend it with me or not. You decide if you want to subscribe and like my videos. It's always a personal decision of each of you. So I just give you the chance to watch it and do whatever you want to do with it. But if you like it, it will help me to grow when you subscribe. My goal is to have 1,000 subscribers. This is what I want to reach. I don't have a timeline for it. It doesn't have to be this year, but maybe next. Maybe it's a good gift for my 49th birthday next year in August. So I have now 737 subscribers. So take the chance, be one of them, and I appreciate it a lot. And then you go to the description and then you follow and subscribe all the channels I mentioned. And it doesn't cost you anything. And then just join my school community and then we can have a talk and then we can see. One thing I have to tell, Audrey, she has like a project and she has a huge map where she puts these little needles in where her subscribers are from, and she has this world map and there are needles everywhere. And this is an invitation, Audrey. If you are in Europe, if you are in Germany, just come. My house is huge. I have a space to sleep. Even if you're not coming alone, feel free to come here. It would be a pleasure to me to have you as my guest. And what I want to say is that on school, in this community, there is a virtual map. And when you make a profile and you put your place where you live in, you don't have to, but if you do, it shows on the map in our community. So you can see the members, you can see the communication, and you can tap map. And there you have this world map, and then you can zoom in, and then you can zoom there, and there are people from the US and Europe, and there, and then probably when I retire, it won't happen soon, but I will. I want to travel the world. I travel already a lot, but I want to travel the world. And then I can visit you all, I make like a personal hello to everyone in the community, only if you want to, I can have a hotel as well, but just to say hi and have a coffee together, that would be so cool. Yeah, that would be really cool to see a lot of you in real life. So now it's enough. Slideshow is coming. You know what to do. We push each other and spend a good time together. Bye bye for now. See you soon.